So this is the actual dress that she had on. I thought was so cute. I love polka dots, and I thought the dress was really, really cute. I could have hemmed my dress up and made it shorter to make it look more like hers, but I didn't want I didn't want my dress to be that short. I wanted it where at least below my knees where I can wear it to church. That's just personally my taste. So I decided I didn't hem the dress at all. I let it stay the length that it was when I purchased it. This is the dress that I actually purchased. It's going to be hard to get it in focus, so I'm going to show you a picture of the dress that I purchased. And this is actually what the dress looks like. Before I do anything to it, I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to scroll down so you can see it. It's short sleeve. It doesn't have any sleeves at all in it. And it has this little belt loop thing or something right across it, which I'm going to cut off. Actually, you'll see me cutting it off later on in this video. So this is what the dress looks like. And like I said, I'm going to remove this. I actually purchased 2 of these dresses. They were on sale. And matter of fact, it was the last 2. One of the dresses was actually a little too small. So I decided to purchase my size and the smaller dress. And I'm going to take the smaller dress and cut it up and make sleeves out of it. That way I know the pattern of the polka dot will actually match because it's the exact same dress. So I purchased 2 dresses and I'm going to make sleeves on this dress. And I'm going to try to make the sleeves look more like the ones that she had on. So the first thing I didn't do an actual tutorial, but I have like a picture, somewhat slideshow of what I was actually doing at the time. So the first thing I did was, this is a picture of the dress. And what I did, I actually opened the dress up on the side, on both sides in the seam. And I opened it up and removed the little flap that you saw in the front of the dress. And this is the actual flap that I actually removed from the dress here. So this was the part that you saw in the center of the dress around the waist. So that was the first thing I did. The second thing I did was I actually took the second dress and I opened it up all the way pretty much. And I just cut the pattern for the sleeves. So this is one sleeve here that you see that I cut. This is the shape that I cut it in. So this is one sleeve. So here's the picture of both sleeves that I've cut out here. And I cut 2 out, one for each arm, of course. So here I made like a little small strip of fabric and I folded it in half and I sewed it down the side. And this is actually the piece that I used to gather. So I hand stitched it with my hand in really loose stitching. And I made gathers in it, which you will see here. So I just pulled the piece of thread and made the gathers into it. And after I made the gathers into it, I attached this to the bottom part of the sleeve, which is the long strip, straight strip that you see here. You can see where I attached it at the end of it. So this is what the sleeve actually looked like once I attached the little layers at the bottom of it. And after I attached the little layers at the bottom of it, you can see where I actually folded it in half here. And I stitched it down the side. So here's a closer look at the stitching on the sleeve. And I didn't like the way this looked, so I decided to add like a little strip of fabric banding around it. So what I did was I took some more of the polka dot fabric, a little thin strip, and I folded it in half. And I ironed it. And this is the other side. I folded both sides together and ironed it. And I had to make 2 strips of this for each sleeve actually. So you can see how I actually ironed it. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to take that and I'm going to hand stitch this around the stitching on the sleeve that you saw. So this is the 2 pieces that I made, one for each sleeve. This is the front side. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to hand stitch this around the banding part that you see here to cover up the sewing that I actually did on the sleeve. To me, it just makes it look better actually. So this is what it looks like after I actually finish one sleeve sewing it around the stitching part of the gathers. And you can see the difference that it makes. This is before and this is after. So this is just some of the excess fabric I had left over. This is both of the pieces that was the waist part of both dresses actually. That's the part that was around the waist. This is just extra strips of fabric that I had left over from the second dress. This is how much I had left. You can see the zipper that was on the second dress. Actually, I can remove the zipper and use it on something else if I decide to. This is the belt that I had. This is what the buckle looks like. And what it is an elastic belt. It goes with a top that I had. So what I did was I made like this little sleeve to slide on the belt. It just slid pretty much on the belt. I can take it back off and wear it with the top that it came with actually. And I just slid the belt in the center of it, as you can see here. And I'll slide the fabric. It's pretty much like in a little pocket somewhat. You can see where it slides at. And I'm going to put the belt on when I wear the dress and actually turn it around backwards. So the polka dot would be like in the front and the buckle would be in the back of the dress, which you'll see in pictures that in another video you'll see that. So that's what I decided to do for the belt. So when I put it around the dress, if I wasn't holding my camera, I could show you. Hold on one second. So this kind of gives you an idea what the belt looks like. It'll still be polka dot, but it'll just give me like the look of a belt, but not really of a belt, if that makes sense. So yeah, so that is basically it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I'm sorry I couldn't film it. It was been too difficult to try and film each detail of me actually making the sleeves, but I hopefully I explained it pretty well on what I actually did. So that is basically it for this video. Let me know what you think. And also the other designs for the shoes and purse and everything should be already posted. If not, it will be posted soon. So that is basically it. Let me know what you think, and I will talk to you later, YouTube. Till then, take care.